I'm Fredrik.
I'm Jace, and we're going to be talking about cultural resistance within the enslaved people taken from their homes.
I'm going to talk about women's leaders in African history. A prominent figure was Anna Nzinga. She was born in Angola in 1582 and passed away in 1663. In 1624, after many African attacks, Nzinga realized that in order to keep the city of Angola running steadily, Ndogo, a slave city, had to reposition itself as a middleman rather than a supply zone in the slave trade. She allied Ndogo and Portugal to fight off other African enemies, but that ended with the Portuguese slave raiding in Ndogo. In 1626, Portugal betrayed Ndogo and forced Nzinga west with the people. For many years, she acted as a sanctuary for runaway slaves and Portuguese-trained African soldiers. In 1641, she teamed up with the Netherlands in an attempt to push the Portuguese out of Angola. After that unsuccessful attempt, she transformed Matamba into a trading power by capitalizing on its position in the gateway to the central African interior. She passed away in 1663 and left Matamba to successfully deal with the Portuguese.
Well, Fredrik talked about a more specific act of resistance. I'm going to be talking about religion and expressive culture in general, which was a way for enslaved people to resist against slavery by using their traditional culture. A lot of enslaved Africans were not able to practice their traditional religion in America. So in acts of resistance, Africans practiced many of their traditional African sacred ceremonies. Enslaved Africans invented new African religious forms, and they also carried on many of their traditional ceremonies, songs, and dances, which had a huge impact on the United States, because a lot of American music and dance are African-based. Cultural resistance helped people not only resist, but also connect with their traditional culture and heritage when they were not allowed to. Thank you for watching the podcast.